One of the most important skills in algebra is learning how to solve equations. Whether the variable is x or y or m, doesn't matter. We're just looking for what value would go right there that I can multiply by 3, add 22 to, take the square root of, add 12, and I'll be left with 19. So we're looking for that one and only value that makes this true. And these types of equations are difficult to solve because of the radical. When you first get introduced to them, you've never solved one that has this symbol in it, you might not know what to do. I'm here to teach you in this video exactly how to go about a problem like this. What we want to do is we want to look at the side of the equation that has the radical in it, and our job is to isolate the radical, meaning we can only have 3x plus 22 here, meaning we got to get rid of 12. So we already know how to inverse operate by now. We know how to get rid of a constant. So if it says plus 12, we're going to take 12 away. That's going to cancel it from the left side. But if we remove 12 from this side, we also need to remove 12 from the other side. So we're going to say minus 12 over here. Equal sign would come straight down the line. 19 minus 12 is going to leave you with 7. We still have 3x plus 22 right here. 3x plus 22. But because we've isolated the radical, that square root symbol is the only information on the left side. We can get rid of it by inverse operating with a square root. So what's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. What's the opposite of multiplication? Division. What's the opposite of taking a number and squaring it? It would be taking the square root of a number. So exponents of 2 or power of 2 is the inverse to a square root. So what we're going to do to get rid of this is we're going to take parentheses, put it around all the information, and put it to the power of 2. And by doing that, we've canceled out the radical as well as the exponent. But if I'm going to put the left side to the power of 2, I need to also put the right side to the power of 2. 7 squared means 7 times 7, so that just turns into 49. Now we got 49 is equal to, and by squaring a square root, we canceled those out, leaving me with just 3x plus 22. And by now, you know you're just in a two-step equation from here. We got to get rid of the constant, minus 22. Take away 22 from 49. That's going to leave you with 27 equals 3x. We're going to divide by 3 because 3 is being multiplied by x, so the opposite is division. Divide by 3, x is equal to 9 in this scenario. So if you took 9, plugged it in right there, multiplied it by 3, added 22 to it, took the square root, added 12 more, you'd be left with 19 as your final value. Let's go and look at this problem, follow the same types of steps so that we can solve for x here. What number multiplied by 5, adding 81, taking the square root of it, and then adding the value of 2 would give us 8. Well, step 1 is isolate the square root. So if we can get all of this to be the only information on the left side, we'll be ready to eliminate the radical. So how do I get rid of plus 2? It's outside of my square root symbol, so I can just say minus 2. That's going to leave me with 6. Now I need to get rid of this square root symbol, so I'm going to square everything. That cancels that, leaving you with just 5x plus 81. But keep in mind, if I square this side, I need to also square this side. So let's square 6. 6 squared is 36. Now we're in a two-step equation. Take 81 away. Take 81 away. That's going to take you to 5x equals 36 minus 81, negative 45. Divided by 5, divided by 5, x equals negative 9. Hopefully this makes sense. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.